So coming to a nice standing position. Nice standing position with the feet about hip distance apart. The feet are parallel, the toes are pointing forward, and you're going to just rock back and forth between the toes and the heels just a couple of times. Doesn't have to be very much. Just maybe opening the arms a little, just feeling as though you are coming to your center of gravity the next time you place the heels down. Just notice how the feet feel. Don't grip with the toes, although you are trying to press the energy down. Try not to grip with your toes. Maybe you can try and lift the toes and spread them a little, which doesn't always work for my little toe and the toe next to the little toe. They don't seem to play games with my brain, but the other toes do open a little bit. So see if you can spread them and then press the feet into the floor. And just let the energy settle, let the shoulders drop down. Lots of space between the earlobe and the shoulders, and just allowing yourself to settle. So you're active, but you're in stillness. You are active, but you're in stillness. The body feels alive. The breath can just be normal rhythm, but you are aware of the feet pressing down and grounding, a nice feeling of grounding on the earth. You are aware of the belly dropping back, maybe the tailbone lengthening downwards. Nice long feeling of expression, a nice long expression with the body. So a nice erect spine, but a nice soft open front, broad collarbones, long neck, chin in line with the base of the skull, not jutting up, not jutting down, and the crown of the head feeling as though you extend above the crown. So we have an electromagnetic field around the body. You know, some people call it aura, spiritual people call it aura, your energy field. Scientists will call it electromagnetic field. Whatever it is, it exists. So you exist beyond the matter of your body. So this morning we're going to try and extend and expand that magnetic field. So we're going to put our energy into our practice in a three-dimensional way as normal with the body, but we're going to try and radiate out. We're going to try and expand and extend in every way possible from the inside out. Okay, so we're going to extend and expand the breath and the body and bring the mind into a spacious dimension, more space. As it's New Year, we want to set an intention. So bring in the hands together in beautiful Namaskara Mudra, Prayer Mudra. You can just close your eyes, press the feet into the floor. Notice that even in stillness, you are moving. There are tiny adjustments in the body to adapt to the force of gravity and to keep us upright. As bipeds, we are now upright. So we are challenged with that. If you close the eyes, press the feet into the floor, you may well notice that you are constantly, maybe unconsciously, subconsciously adapting to gravity. You are keeping your balance. So that happens for us automatically. As I say, maybe unconsciously, subconsciously. But in yoga, we are trying to tap into our consciousness, to grow our consciousness, to grow our awareness, to become more discerning, to use the power of choice. So choose what you want for this coming year. It doesn't have to be a whole list. Maybe an element of one thing you want to bring in, something you want more of, and maybe there is one element, one concept, one experience you need to let go of. So bring something into your practice today and let something go. And you can blink your eyes open and come into the room. And let's just get moving. So we're going to breathe in and open out. Really, really extend through the fingers, right through to the edge of the fingertips, maybe joining the hands together at the top. Not sure if you can see my hands, but they are joined together. And breathing out, you're going to press the air down. So lengthen through the limbs, lengthen through the arms, and press it all the way down. Breathing in, up you come. You don't have to look up at this stage. If you want to, you can. I'm just lengthening through my side body. I'm pressing my feet to the floor. And I'm pressing the air back down. Palms are facing down. We'll just do that one more time. Breathing in. Stretching it up. And breathing out. Pressing down. So you're not just letting it flop, you're not swinging, you're actively moving the arms up and down. This time you're going to breathe in, raise the arms, drop the right arm down. So just dropping the right arm down, leaving the left arm up, just using your coordination, and lengthen even further along the left side. Breathing in, right comes up, left comes down. Using your breath, breathing in, left comes up, right comes down. And one last time, breathing in, lengthen, breathing out, down. Now stay here and lengthen more. So the left arm is going out away from the shoulder. You can have the palms down if you like to. It's a nice rotation there if you do that. And the right arm is coming right alongside your ear, almost like you're doing, can't remember what you call it, semaphore, I think. The semaphore on the aeroplanes, you know, on the runway, the old-fashioned way. Not sure if they do that now. And let it go and shake it out. We'll just do the other side so we're equal. Breathing in, lengthen through the right arm. Just lengthen as you lift up the left. Lengthen more. Lengthen more, more, more. Notice how you lengthen along the left side and you're lengthening away from the body through the shoulder to the fingertips. As long as you can, breathing in again, bring them all up. And breathe out and shake it out. Take any tension out of the shoulders, the upper arms. Obviously, over the Christmas holiday period, we might walk our dog, but maybe besides walking our dog, we don't do very much except lie on the settee and eat nice food, which is all good. We need to rest and recuperate, especially after 2020. People need to take stock and rest. But there comes a time for a new awakening, doesn't there? There comes time for fresh start. So let's treat the body in a way that we feel we want to energize it and invigorate it today. Okay. So this time we're coming up on the toes, okay? We're going to do a little bit of balance work today. So again, just reaffirming where your feet are, directly under the hip. Please breathe in and rise up onto the toes. And stretch as tall as you can. And breathe out. Gently bring the arms down. Gently, not too fast. All the way down so that the heels really reach the floor as the hands reach the floor. Breathing in, rising up. You can look at a point on the floor for your gaze, your one point focus. If you feel a bit wobbly, breathing out, coming all the way down. We're just going to do that one more time. Breathing in. Really working slowly and mindfully. The mindfulness in your practice is your yoga. Doesn't matter about the movement. And if you feel that at any time you're going to like hiccup or burp or yawn, you know, this will affect your balance, okay? So don't worry, just come down and come back up again. Okay, and come back down onto your heels. And shake out your hands and shake out your legs. Make sure you're not carrying any tension. I'm going to come side on this time, okay? So if I turn away slightly from the camera, forgive me. So this time I want us to breathe in and come up. And really stretch up. And maybe link the fingers and press the palms away from you. So you're getting even more of a stretch. And breathe out, but don't come down. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, pull the tummy back, starting to engage your core, engage your muscles, but don't come down. Breathe in one more time. Lengthen even higher. Breathe out and slowly ping the hands open as you start to descend with control. So you're using your calf muscles, you're using your thighs, you're using your feet. You're strengthening the feet, coming all the way down. We're going to do that twice more. So, you know, you will feel, well, I am working, even though I'm just coming up and down on my toes. The whole body, the whole system is working. So breathing in. Rise up. Fingers join, place the palms towards the ceiling, go higher. Breathe out, pull the tummy back, but you do not lose your height, don't descend. Breathe in, come higher, stretch out those feet, breathe out, just breathe out and pull your tummy back. Now this time you're going to breathe in and lengthen. You're going to drop one hand out as we just did. The right arm is coming out. Lengthen. Breathe in, come up. Left comes out. You're still up, I'm afraid. As you breathe out, you pull your tummy in. Breathe in here, lengthen, use your legs. Breathe out and you can descend. Slowly. Don't let anything land before the hands come down. And land. And shake out the legs. Shake out the legs. Please sip water all the way through your practice. No need to gulp it because your body needs to be hydrated. I was reading the other day how so many people are dehydrated and it affects their bones. You know, the bone density, the joints, the vertebrae can all become very hard and brittle because one of the reasons, not the only reason, there's lots of reason, because they're dehydrated. Okay, so we're going to open up the side body because we are going to move along the mat today quite a bit. So I want your left hand on the left hip. I want you to breathe in, stretch up with the right, and a lateral bend. So we're not coming forward, it's really a lateral bend. So if the arm comes close to the ear, that's fine. Don't feel you have to have it straight like a ramrod. Just want you to stretch the right ribs. You can look up if you want to, or you can look down depending on your neck. Press the feet. Don't come off either foot. You know, sometimes you can want to put more weight on one side than the other. Breathe in and come out. We're going to do the same side. We're going to do about three repetitions on the same side. So breathe in here. You can drop the hand further down if you wish. And across. Breathe in, just come to above your head. Breathe out, come further. Breathe in, you can look up at the hand. Breathe out, come a little further. Press the right foot down, don't lose it. Keep in the lateral bend. Breathe in, up you come. Now this time, you can curl the arm. Don't worry about keeping it straight. Curl the arm, and I want you to almost breathe into your armpit. So the arm can hang down. Breathe in here, and breathe out. Sink lower. Breathe in, and out. Don't worry about if you've got lots of rolls there. I'm in your same club as you. Breathe in, and out. Sorry, I'm losing my top. And shake. And just close your eyes and notice how you feel on the right side. Hopefully you didn't spasm any of your ribs. Maybe you thought, well, I've got a bit more rolls there than I had before Christmas. You know, that can happen. Notice how your leg feels different, your side body, your arm. And we'll do the other side. So pressing the feet into the floor, right hand can be on the right hip, okay? I know my top is a bit baggy and hopefully you can see me, so maybe if no, I don't want to turn my back, so I'm not doing that. Okay, so pressing the feet into the floor, left arm comes up, really lengthen first of all, and breathing out, you are in a lateral bend. Okay, so really strengthening up the side body, opening the ribs, and breathe in and come up. And you can bring the arm down. So now we're going for the 3 repetition. Okay, so put your right hand where it feels comfortable. It might be the hip, it might be lower down. It's up to you. Breathe in here. Don't hold the arm stiffly. Breathe out and curl over to the side. Breathe in. It comes up slightly. Breathe out. Curl it right over. Let it drop down. Breathe in, uncurl, and breathe out. See if you can almost get up to your armpits with your breath. Now you're going to stay here, so you might want to bring the hand further down. Okay, so breathe in and breathe out. Allow the body to stretch. Breathe in one more time and breathe out. Really nice banana shape. Breathe in to come up, and don't worry how far down you go down. We'll all be different. We'll all be different. And shake it out. And maybe we need to just loosen off this area now, so some pelvic rolls would be good. Going in one direction, going in the other direction. So you're drawing a circle with your sort of pelvic bowl, and the other way. Let's do it a few times so you give the side body a little bit of time to recover. And we'll do a little bit of a swing as well to just loosen off the side body. You can bend your knees here if it feels a bit too tight on the knees. And just let the arms go as though they are hitting your back. Just get a good swing. Good. We're going to just work again with the feet because we've been standing and coming up and down, and the feet need strengthening, but they also need to have loosening off. So you can stand on the left foot and flick off the right, and then maybe rotate the knee, rotate the ankle, I apologize, and the other way, and lift the knee up as high as you can, and practice your balance. Look at the floor, hold a chair if you need to, or a wall. But just getting back into your balancing practice, and let the foot down, and just close your eyes and just see how you feel. Very important to notice what's happening in the body, because you know, not even in physical work, but you know, when we're maybe in a dysfunctional situation, a relationship, a system, it affects our body, and we override it, we ignore it, or we don't even register it. So a practice that is an embodied practice like yoga helps us notice when other things are not right, because we feel it in the body. So noticing what goes on in the body is wonderful for living a really good, healthy life in all sorts of ways. Standing on the right foot, I'm going to just flick out to my toes first. And now I'm going to rotate one way and the other. And I notice that I feel stronger on my right side today, which is normal for me. So I always need to work more on my left side. Just lifting the leg up as high as you can. And we're just going to use the knee. Yeah. So just bring the foot back down. You don't have to keep the foot in. Just rotating. We're getting into the hip, but we're using the knee to do so. And do it a few times. And just, you know, you don't have to keep the foot up. If you want to, you can. Depends on how your balance is. Just getting into the hip and the other side. So you do what you feel is good for you, not what you feel you should do. And little by little, step by step, you make progress. Good. And shake it off. Maybe you just to make sure you've got nothing behind you, that you want to just swing the leg a bit. just to give yourself a bit of freedom, just to feel a little bit of opening up, a bit of freedom. It can feel really nice to swing the leg. And on the other side, and it can be something that's a big movement or a small movement. It just depends on where you are and how you feel. And you can hold the wall or hold the chair, it really doesn't matter if that's what you need. And then come back, and then we're just going to go side to side. And keep breathing beautifully, beautifully, consciously. And bring the other side across. So we're just going side to side, a bit like a pendulum. Oh, excuse me. I've got a mat under my mat, which is soft, which I thought would be warm, but it's not a good basis because it's throwing me off. And not to worry, we've got to work with what we've got. There we go. And bring it down. And shake it out. Shake it all out. Good, good. We're just going to open up the chest and the shoulders a little bit. So again, standing nice and firm, hip distance apart. Let's just bring the hands up in a kind of gesture of opening. Yes, so your elbows are slightly forward and your hands are up. Bringing the elbows even more forward. Maybe you can twist the little fingers to come back slightly. So it looks like this. Okay, just coming back, your shoulder blades coming together. Just to open the chest and to work with the shoulders a little bit. And your out breath is just going to rotate this way. Okay, drop the shoulders down if you can. Hands pointing up. Breathing in. Open it up, elbows forward. Breathing out. Turn it around the other way. Point up the hands as much as you can. And one more time, breathing in. So it's not this and it's not that. Okay, it's about halfway, but elbows forward. And notice how that feels. And the other way. Good. And shake it off. And shake it off. And we're going to just bring the hands behind. Let's see if we can bring them behind. Now you might be able to catch the elbows like this. Okay, and that could be where you start. You catch the elbows. And you might be able to bring the hands in Namaskar Mudra behind, okay, which look like this. Okay, it doesn't really matter which way you're going to do it. If you want to hold the elbows, hold the elbows. I just want you to breathe in, roll the shoulders up and back, drop the arms down as much as you can. So you're just opening your chest. So if your hands are in Namaskar Mudra, that's fine, that's good too. We're going to breathe in here, chin down. We're going to breathe out, press the hips forward. As we open up, you don't just throw the head back, the chin comes in first. You just guide it slowly back. Keep the hips forward, breathe in to come up. Keep the eyes open because you're standing. You will maybe get a little rush of blood to the head, so let everything settle down. Don't go fainting or anything or getting too lightheaded, and shake the arms out. Shake them out. You're going to rock the right arm over, okay, and the left arm, and it's on opposite shoulders, okay, so that your elbows are crossing over. I just want to open, make a bit more room in the shoulders. Elbows are stacked, and then you're going to drop the right arm down if you can. This may well be where you are. If you have tight shoulders, that's fine. If you want to go further, you're going to drop the right arm down, wrap it around and see if you can catch anything so that the hands come together. Okay, so this is what it looks like. We're going to get the hands, the arms quite out in front of us, so you can feel it on the scapula, on the shoulder blades, pointing the elbows up but away from you, not down and close to you, away from you. So you're going to breathe in here and lift the arms up and breathe out and let them soften back down without collapsing your chest, okay? So breathing in, the elbows come up, arms move slightly away, forearms away, and down. But don't do this, okay? Breathing in the last time. Breathing in, push them away. Breathing out, you're going to draw them to the left if you can, and you're going to still look over your right shoulder. So you're just stretching the upper right arm. It can be intense, so you go as far as you can, don't overdo it, and breathe in and let it go. Just notice you've got some nice space there in your shoulders. And we're going to do the other side. So I did right over left, so now I'm going to do left over right, okay? And it feels very different on either side. So wrapping around first of all. So this may be where you are. It's a bit like that emoji, you see? I'm not sure what that means in the emoji. And then you bring it here. Okay, so just feeling where you are. It doesn't have to be perfect. We are imperfect. We are jobs, you know, what they call it, work in progress. Breathe in, elbows up. And really push the elbows up and the forearms away from you. And breathe out. Bring it down, but don't close it off. Breathe in, stretch. This is a lovely stretch. I've been over my computer and my iPad a lot over Christmas, not just binge watching, but I have been working and studying, and I find that this really helps my shoulders then. Breathing in, and this time you're bringing it to the right, okay? So it looks like this. You're bringing it to the right, so you stretch over your left shoulder. Now, you may have to bring your head with you. That's fine if your neck is a little bit stiff. Bring your head with you if you need to. Stretching over to the right, and bring it back and loosen it off. And your poor arms might be a bit tired now, but just feel by shrugging up and down and forward how much room you really have. It can be so liberating for the shoulders. I've got whole practices on my YouTube channel just for the shoulders, so if that's your issue, get into it. Another little bit to open up the chest before we start doing some vinyasa, some flow. Bring the hands behind. We're going to just do a standing cobra. So you can place the palms of the hands together, the fingers can be linked, standing at hip distance, pressing the feet into the floor. Breathe in here, roll the shoulders up and back, and drop the hands down. So the hands are really quite, you know, they're even below my bottom, okay? So they're dropping down, and my arms are as straight as they can be. They don't have to be straight. If you find this painful, just hold the elbows again. So breathing in, breathe out, drop them further. Breathe in here, lift the chest. Bring the chin in, bring the chin in first, breathe out, push the belly and the hips. While they're pushing the hips, the belly rises, and maybe the head can come back. Keep the feet engaged, keep it engaged, keep it engaged. Don't lose the connection with the feet. And breathe in and come up. So let the blood come back into the head and let it settle, and shake off the hands. Okay, make sure you don't hold any tension. So that's almost like doing, it's a cobra posture really. It's opening the chest, it's expanding. Obviously there's a bit of a back bend there, but it's also a little bit like Ustrasana, camel pose. So it's really pushing the air into the upper lobes. So we're going to do some forward folds. So again, replenish yourself with water if you need to. Hip distance apart for the feet. We're going to do some nice forward folds, and I want you to think of what I said at the beginning of our session, which is about extension and expansion. Okay, so we're going to lengthen and expand, both in the body and in the breath. So we're going to start off. Keep the knees soft, please. Press the feet into the floor. Breathe in with the arms up. I want you to soften your knees, not bend them deeply, but soften them as you come forward. So you're coming forward, so you're more or less level, your face is looking down, your crown is coming forward, you're more or less level, with the floor, in a sort of, I suppose, an L shape in a way, but your knees are bent. I want you to breathe in here and push through the floor as you unfold. Okay, and then you bring your arms down. So it's an in breath to lengthen, it's an out breath to fold, it's an in breath to lengthen, and it's an out breath to come back. Slow, deep, conscious breath with the movement. No rush, okay? So breathing in here, lengthen as much as you can. Breathing out, you soften your knees as you reach forward. So you reach forward to sort of halfway, okay? So at the sort of tabletop position, lengthen here. Breathe in, push through the feet. And breathe out, back to the standing position. Now the next time we do it, we're going to breathe in and then out as we fold. But as we breathe out as we fold, we're just going to see if we can really lengthen the breath. So that breath becomes longer than the inhalation. We can try it, okay? Let's try together. Breathing in. Breathe out here. Lengthen, belly comes back, lengthen. End of the breath, pause. Now breathe in, push the floor as you come up. So we are putting the breath at the center of the practice. It becomes a more challenging practice, but it becomes more mindful. So we're not just going, halfway, all up, we just want to really think about what we're doing. We're going to do it twice more, and it will bring a lot more, obviously, oxygenated blood into your system. You're breathing deeply and consciously. You're thinking of filling up the 3 lobes of the lungs. Breathe in here. And you can be light in it. It doesn't have to be laboured, okay? Soften the knees. Breathing out. All the way out, lengthen further. Holding the breath a bit, but you're stopping it. You're not like gripping. Press the feet, the floor, breathe in. And open. This is the last time like that. So at the end of the exhalation, just pause before you breathe in to come up. Breathe in. Lengthen, soften the knees, breathe out. Lengthen like you're being pulled in 2 directions. Get to the end of your breath, no breath left. Pause, breathe in, push through the floor, and come back out. Now take a moment. Take a moment to pause. You can close the eyes if you feel safe. So again, re-establish your base. A solid base is really important for anything in life. Soften your shoulders. Enjoy the space you created. Feel the extension and the expansion as you breathe in, extending your spine, expanding your breath. Soften the knees, breathe out. Come forward as though you're sitting back on a chair, but your hands are coming down. Let them drop, let the crown drop. Breathe in, push through the feet, and open. So you're coming all the way down to the floor 3 times, breathing in. Breathe out, soften the knees, all the way down. Keep the knees soft. Don't extend the legs at the moment. Breathe in and up. So we're going a little bit faster, but I want you to still be conscious with the breath, breathing in. Lengthen, soften the knees, lengthen forward. It's like a ski jump kind of thing. Then down. Belly goes back. Breathe in. Push through the feet. And open. And pause one moment. Please come up onto the toes. Breathing in here, lift up. Now this time, see if you can stay up on your toes as you soften the knees and come down. And just come down halfway. Keep up on the toes if you can. We're using your strength. Lengthen. Breathe in. See if you can still balance. Then you're coming out. Heels drop down as the hands come down. Breathing in. Get up on your toes. If you wobble and come down, I mean I do sometimes, especially if I'm talking and teaching to you, so don't worry about that. You know, it's quite challenging to come up and down while you're just on your toes, so don't worry about if you wobble. Lengthen, breathe out. Belly back, belly back, belly back, belly back, belly back. Lengthen forward, lengthen, keep the toes pressed down, ball of the feet. Use your thighs, breathe in. Come on. Steady it, steady it. Breathe out. And back down. So bring a sense of lightness into it this time. I know there's some effort involved. Some people will think there's no effort. Just depends on your body. And you know, if you have left your practice, be a bit quiet for a while. Breathing in. We all do that. We're only human. Lengthen more. Breathing out. See if you can soften the knees. See if you can bring the pelvis back a little. Try and maintain your balance. You can look down. Crown is coming forward. Don't sort of torque the neck. Breathe in here. This is the way you've got your strength. Breathe in. Breathe in. Up you come. Up. And breathe out. All the way down. Land. Breathe out, sigh, shake the legs if you like to. And just notice how you feel in the center. Maybe in your abdomen, maybe some agni is building. These slow mindful practices are absolutely invaluable as an addition to anything else you do, whether you practice in a more active way, because they bring a wonderful sense of calm to the nervous system. So they really bring on the parasympathetic nervous system, which is so valuable in these days of anxiety and fear. Plus they build strength and stamina and resilience in the body. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit further. So come to the front of your mat. If you are worried about knees, you need a chair handy for this, because I will be going on my knees, so you can adapt in whichever way suits you. Or you can say, forget my knees, I'm going to be really strong and just go back, you know, and do a high lunge instead of low lunge. That's fine too. Breathe in here, open up. See if you can incorporate a little gentle back bend. Maybe you look up, maybe you look back. You can soften your knees and put the pelvis back to come down. Now once you are down, your crown is on the floor. Your knees are soft, your palms might be on the floor. See if you can now, one leg at a time, stretch. See if you can lengthen the hamstrings. If not, don't worry about it. Breathe in here, press the shins back with your hands, open up the front body. Breathe out. You're going to bend your knees and then bring the right foot back as far as you can. Really see if it can go quite far back, because that affects where you put your knee. So if you don't go too far back, you're going to go on your kneecap, which is not the most comfortable part. And just get into a nice low lunge. Breathe in and bring your hands to your knee. Okay, bring your hands to your knee. If you are not on knees, you can be here. So you're going to get stronger quicker in this way. But I want to start from the knees because this is the practice I want to do for today. So I'm coming onto my knee. I'm bringing my arms up. Okay. I'm breathing out. I'm bringing them down. Everything is slow and mindful. I'm going to tuck my back knee up. And I'm going to bring my left foot back. And I'm coming into Merusasana. Okay? So you can keep your knees quite deeply bent if you like. You need this rotation of the arms. Like if you look at the hands, it's like you're unscrewing a lid. So that your shoulders are safe. You've got plenty of room in those armpits. Drop the head down. Breathe in onto your toes. Coming onto your knees. And you're coming into child pose briefly. Breathe in here, look forward. You're going to come back up onto Merusasana, so tuck the toes, knees come up. And just take a moment. Maybe you want to wiggle your hips. Maybe you want to feel the length in the back. Bend the knees, look forward. And you can bring your right foot forward. Now, as I say, you can stay up in a high lunge if you have sore knees. I'm dropping my knee initially. I'm just getting my hands either side. I'm lengthening through quite slowly. Dropping my foot. Breathing in onto my thigh. I'm just pausing. I'm not rushing. I want to feel steady and stable. Breathing in here. Stretch up. Bring the hands back down. I'm tucking my back toe. I've got short arms, so my palms don't completely come down, so I have to adapt and modify with the body I've got. Lift up my back toes, my knees, and come forward. Now see this time, if you can get the belly on the thighs, so you're breathing in, you can come halfway if that helps you. And as you breathe out, pull the tummy back as you come closer to your thighs. Breathe in here, open up, and come all the way back. Step back so you have enough room to come forward again. Hands are coming down. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm coming forward this time. So I'm coming forward with a nice straight back. I'm stretching forward. Feet are really down. Head down. Breathe in, look forward, extend. Breathe out, my right foot is coming back, but I'm keeping it planted on the floor. It's not on my toes, the whole foot is on the floor. I'm breathing in, and I'm coming up into the warrior posture. Stretch here, breathe out, come down. But you're going to come down and bring your right hand just inside the left foot. And I want you to twist to the left. So you can look up or you can look down, doesn't matter. And bring it back down and try the other side. Breathing in, stretch. Now you have space in your side body from our work. You should have some mobility in the spine. The shoulders should feel a little more open. Open it up and bring it down. Look forward. Come onto the toes and bring the left foot back. And just a nice wiggle. Maybe you need to stretch a little bit. Heels can come to the floor if they can. Don't worry if they can't. Yeah. You're going to bring up your right foot to the front. And however you do it, it's up to you. Mine don't always come straight through. Depends how I feel. Back foot goes down. Really sort of turn the foot in a little. Press into the feet to come up. Don't press into your knees. Up you come. Really nice stretch. Make sure that the knee is generously bent over the front foot. Breathe out. You're coming forward. So you're always extending. Coming forward. This time the left hand comes to the floor. Breathe in. Open out with the right. Really stretch. Keep the back foot really strong. Breathe out, you come down with the hand and maybe you want to open this way. Keep the knee generously bent, all the way back down. Turn to the front. Bring the foot back up, head comes down. See if you can get the belly on the thighs. Press into the floor and up you come. Hands come to the heart. Open the hands. We're doing lots of different versions of a kind of different Surya Namaskar you can do. Okay, we're just doing a few different things, mixing it up. Breathe in here. Hands come up. All the way up, gentle back bend by pushing the hips forward. This time I'm definitely coming long ways forward. Oh, stretch it, really stretch it. All the way down. Breathe in here, look forward. Breathe out, bring the right foot back. Now this time, okay, we're coming onto the ball of the foot. We're not putting the foot down, so it's a bit stronger. This will really suit you if you have maybe bad knees, you don't like to put your knee down. Come here. Press into the front. Front foot is pressing down. Back foot is pressing down while the ball and the toes are. Okay, push the heel back but the heel doesn't get to the floor. Open up the arms and see if you can bring the chest further forward. Stretch the back leg. Use your front foot, don't use your knee joint. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Consciously. You're holding it for a while, using your strength. Breathe in here. Breathe out. You are coming down, so I want you to stretch through the front. Use your foot on the floor really strongly, your front foot. Tuck and bring it back. Now use this as a rest pose. So if you want to bend your knees and really get the butt high, or if you feel you want to stretch the legs, bring the from the palms to the tailbone and you're pushing your thighs back. That's good too. I'm coming forward this time into just high plank. We're not staying long. If you don't like coming onto knees, you can come all the way down. You know, just hold it a while though. Let's just get some strength going. Don't panic. I'm coming onto my knees. I'm coming onto my chest chin. And then I'm coming forward. I'm going to come back up into Cobra. I'm tucking my toes. I'm coming back up into Merasana. Breathing, enjoying it, not rushing it. I'm going to bend my knees, look forward. I'm going to take my right foot forward and my back foot is just on the sort of ball of the foot and the toes. I'm coming up. So when you come up, if you feel initially it's a struggle, try not to lean on the knee. You know, maybe you can bring the head forward, the belly is on the thigh a bit, which you might need the help initially. But thinking about the foot pressing into the floor and the back leg lengthening, opening here, just stretching up. You don't have to have the hands together, they could be like this, they could be like this. And you can hear my knee, I can hear my knee. Okay, so I'm pressing my foot. I don't want my joint to take any weight, I want my foot to help me out. Holding for a few breaths, so as you breathe in, lengthen, and I'm actually feeling I want to bring my arms back, you might not. And then breathing in here, going forward, 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 lengthen, 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 lengthen. Then you can drop down, look forward, press the weight into the right foot, bring the left foot forward, bend further, and breathe in, and up you come. back into the middle of your mat. Open up your arms, close your eyes. Feel the aliveness in your body. Maybe there's some nice warm feeling, energetic feeling in the core. Maybe there's a tingling in the hands and the feet. And come in and just shake everything off in case you feel you've been holding too much tension in the legs and that kind of thing. And we're going to come to the floor. So you can come to the floor whichever way you like. You might want to pop down and squat, or you may want to come down as though you're coming down for a nice forward fold, which I'm going to do, I think. Bring my hands forward. I'm going to look forward now. Then I'm just stepping back and bending my knee. You can come onto your bottom straight away, as I say, after squatting, that's fine. I just want you to come onto your backs. So please come into a nice lying down position, but do it in a nice way so you don't sort of go, flopping back. Actually, let's just do one more posture. I'm so sorry, but as I'm here, I'm thinking, let's do it. Let's just do boat pose. Let's come on to, it's not really our tailbone. You're pulling the padding back from the bottom. It's a bit further back than your sit bones. Maybe it's a little bit tailbone. Bring the knees in quite closely, feet right in front of them. And you can hold under here if you like to. This might be a good help for you. Try and keep the shoulders down and the chest open. Feet can be flexed because that can help you keep the legs perpendicular to the floor. And that can give you a bit of something you feel you're pushing against, which can help you. So you can hold like that. And we're going to hold for 3 breaths by opening the arms, breathing in and out. Pull the belly back. In, out. Pull the belly back. Breathing in, out. Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Now you can hold under here to relax it. Just hold under there to relax it. And then maybe you want to go for straight legs, which is a bit more challenging. Okay, so hold under here. Hold it, open the shoulders, don't go too far back. And open. Come on, one more breath. And then cross the legs. And release those hips, release the belly. Just let the breath go. Maybe the arms come to the floor, maybe they don't, maybe you're up here. Nothing really can be prescriptive because we're so different. Just do your best. Nice stretch of the hips. So let's bring the feet onto the floor. Bring the arms out. Breathe in here. And as you breathe out, holding the belly back, hold it back. Don't let it collapse. Don't let the back collapse. And come all the way down. Gently and kindly draw the knees in. Give yourself a lovely squeeze. Rocking the back. Hands can come to the knees. And that can feel really nice. So you're going to breathe in and let the knees drop away. Let the arms stretch. And as you breathe out, squeeze the knees towards you. Let the belly drop back. Breathing in. Arms stretch away and the hands are just holding the kneecaps here. Feet are dangling. Breathe out. Squeeze it back. And last time, breathing in. And breathing out. And take up a Shavasana for a few minutes. The legs can be close together in that the heels are touching and the feet are open out. That's a more true Shavasana because you need to still be alert even in your relaxation. You need to be conscious. Or if you feel your lower back doesn't like that, your feet can be slightly wider, everything falling over. to the outside, away from the body. It is an idea, if you haven't already done so previously in practices with me, to lie with your head directed at the north. Lying north to south, head north, feet south, so that you are in connection with the Earth's electromagnetic field, with the polarity of the world. That makes perfect sense for your relaxation. Make sure you are warm. And invite yourself to let go. Give yourself permission. Nobody else needs to give you permission for anything in life. Give yourself permission to relax and let go. The eyes closed. The body heavy. Sinking. Bones feeling really heavy through the flesh. But they can let go because you are confident that the earth is going to hold you safe. Let's expect good things. Health and happiness are our birthright, but we need to take individual responsibility to make sure that happens. We need to be responsible for our health and, as far as we can be, for our happiness. Yoga will help you bring a sense of ease into your whole system if you practice mindfully and regularly. You have to do the reps. State of ease as opposed to a state of dis-ease. A state of unity, not duality or dichotomy. Aware of how you feel after practice, if there's any shift, if there's any change. Is it a good change? Is it a good shift? Does it serve you? Now you're in your own home, you can stay in your relaxation as long as you like. If you are ready to end the session with me, please turn over onto either side, whichever side comes naturally, for a few moments, keeping the head low, keeping the energy still and quiet, but ready to take on your day. Eyes closed, please come into a seated position. And just join your hands at the heart. And just take a moment to reflect on your intention, if you set one, or your hopes and dreams for the new year. No need to give yourself a burden of another list of things to do, but is there something you need to attend to? Is there an action you need to take for the right reasons, the right time, with the right person, right action? Or is this something you need to leave alone and let go? Only you can know. Please bow your head towards your fingers in honor of your practice. It's a great privilege to still be able to practice and be together even though we're not in the same room. That's a wonderful thing. And thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. Namaste.